Hey, what's up, Lightbolt Joe here. Today we are going to discuss the 2019 comedy horror film Zombie for Sale. 2018? 2018. So this is a Korean horror film. It's a horror comedy film. The first two-thirds of the film is horror comedy, and the last third is horror, when the zombies like go into full effect. So it's a very interesting take on a zombie outbreak. They use the Z word constantly. It's when they're trying to figure out if these humans are becoming zombies, they literally watch on a family member's phone Train to Busan. And it's just a clip of one of the creatures turning into a zombie, one of the humans turning into a zombie. And I was like, bro, this is really cool. Like watching a very famous horror film in a horror film to get reference point. Very smart. So the film is this family, the Park family. They have a auto body shop attached to a gas station in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of this village, and this experiment escapes. This young guy, early 20s, experiment escapes this pharmaceutical lab near the village and starts to wander into town, bites this guy on the head, but then like starts to be obsessed with cabbage, eats a crap ton of cabbage, but it has to be covered in ketchup. And it's very interesting. So the guy then, feels more vivacious and he feels more energetic and he's not old like he used to be. And then all his old friends in the village want what he got. So they're selling zombie bites, zombie for sale. And then everybody in the village, everybody around wants to, get bitten by the zombie to get this, eternal youth kind of a thing. And the family makes money, but the zombie starts to catch feelings for the daughter, and the daughter starts to catch feelings for the zombie, and then they go on dates, and it's just very entertaining because he doesn't talk, and she cuts his hair, she gives him makeup, she gives him new clothes, that way he's more presentable in public, and he doesn't talk, and he's just still a zombie. So it's very interesting because he doesn't want to eat people, he wants to eat vegetables. Very strange, very different, very cool though, because it's different. So story progresses, the zombie virus mutates within different hosts and then becomes the cannibalistic, flesh-eating, attacking kind of a thing. Minus the original first zombie and who still stays in that veggie state and wants to eating veggie state, and the first bite victim who goes off to Hawaii but then comes back and he's totally fine. And the family then, whoever's left in the family then realizes that he is the antidote to this virus. So then they do a reverse zombie for sale, and it's the antidote for sale. So then 6 months go by in the time lapse at the end, and they line up these zombies in some major city, stick their arm through this hole of a trailer, and patriarch has to bite them, and that with his saliva, that is the antidote to the virus. And so they then turn back into human, and then, it's presumed that humanity is saved because of this reverse zombie bite. It's very interesting. I've never seen anything like it before. It was long. It was like an hour, 50 something minutes. I think it could have been an hour and a half, and it would have been, faster. Some they did my favorite camera trick where they zoom in and pull out at the same time. That was so cool. Very different take on zombies. We've seen zombie romance before in some other stuff. Warm Bodies, for instance, that was a zombie romance film, and like them learning to talk again. That was still iffy about that, but that was in Warm Bodies. I don't think we talked about Warm Bodies, but then having it shown in this, it was different. It was presented different. Like Korean horror films are just awesome and intense, and I've never seen a comedic horror film, a Korean comedic horror film. So that was different. That was different for me. That was a nice newness. It was just so cool. I really loved it. I really liked that how we went from two different zombie films, vastly different in quality, on how the filming is presented. So yeah, different take on a zombie film. That zombie with the pink band-aid on his cheek for majority of the rest of the film was just very entertaining. Liked it. I really liked it. I saw it on Amazon Prime. Zombie for Sale. Go check it out. Mucho mahalo.